Welcome back, my fellow agents. And that is an appropriate start to this episode. It is Saturday. That is Shaolin Saturday. We will be talking about the fourth movie in Chang Cheh's Shaolin Cycle. No, I'm not really counting Shaolin or martial arts of Shaolin because it really is tenuously connected. However, this one says Shaolin Temple in the title from 1976. And it combines elements of all three of the movies we've previously reviewed. Words are hard. This movie was released on December 22nd, 1976, so 2 years after the first ones were released. Runs 116 minutes, although the copy I had, the Blu-ray, ran right up to 100, almost 2 hours, which is 3 minutes more than 116. I watched the dub version because it's just easier to pay attention to, but it's really pretty straightforward translation, straightforward dub. So, without much further ado, let's get into this. It's a great movie, and please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and if you want to be notified, hit that notification bell and grab yourself a big old bowl of hummus. And let's hummus of perfection, that is. And let's go. We start out with Hung Si Quan, Fang Si Yu, and Hu Hui Chen waiting outside Shaolin Temple to get in. They want to learn Kung Fu so they can fight the Manchus and restore the Ming Dynasty. You'll notice one thing that is not that is Hung Si Quan here is played by what's his name, Frankie Wei Hung instead of Chen Quan Tai, which and he gets kind of short shrift in this movie. He's there, but he's really pretty much in the background for all of it. In fact, I don't know that he has any lines, but he does a good job for what he does. The other two are who we pay attention to, so they've changed things up a bit here and there, and they've used a bunch of actors from the previous three movies. Obviously, Alexander Fusheng's in here, and that is, where is he? Chi Quan Chun is Hu Hui Chen. We'll get to the other ones here, though you'll know them. This is our mystery abbot, or abbess, the nun, who trained Yim Wing Chun, although she's called Yen Young Chun in the movie. But it's Shizu who plays her. She is in here as mostly a cameo. She doesn't even get to throw any punches or kicks, which is kind of sad because this movie is packed with stars, current stars and future stars. You'll see some of the what came to be known as the five deadly venoms, or the Venoms mob, because there's about six of them. This was as you saw, Lau Kar Lung did not do any of the choreography, the fight choreography here. So first time I ever saw this, I thought it was a little rough, but just look at the way this is shot and the gorgeous decorations. You'll see the full Shaolin Temple in a bit. So they did a great job. I mean, I hope this made money because it certainly deserved it. So the monks are discussing whether they should let lay people in to teach them Kung Fu. And of course they do. And they let our three heroes in. And the little monk here is Chang Cheh, who is one of the Venoms. He's got a sizable role here, so they were grooming, obviously thinking he was going to be a star. That is the Shaolin monk Man Yu. And there is our Boo. There's Ma Fu Yi, of course, played by the wonderful Wang Lung Wei, reprising the role he did in I don't know, was he in Heroes? I don't know if he was in Heroes 2, but he was definitely in, Heroes 2, I think. Or maybe, no, he was in, Heroes 2. I was right. He played a different role, I think, in uh, Five Shaolin Masters, but well, it doesn't matter. He's Ma Fu Yi, he's hissable, and he fights with Alexander Fusheng, but other people later on. There's Shi Zhu, who looking lovely and not doing anything, but saying my teacher is there, and we just saw her. So there's six of them. Ma Fu Yi is with the five masters of Shaolin here. David Chang is right there, along with Ti Lung. They're the old guard of Shaolin. They were there before Fu Sheng and then with him, and then they go to the abbot. They go to the monastery and get let right in because they knew him, which annoys some of the people that are kneeling there. Now the training begins. Fu Sheng's splitting logs, and I don't know which one. I think that's Hu Hui Chen. That's the guy with the pole. Never mind. More people are let in, and Feng Shiyu is late for his first training. He gets busted, and that's Hu Hui Chen who's getting to train in the five animals style. And he just tries. And then he bumps into our buddy Ma Fu Yi, and this is their start of their rivalry. And while he's training, there you go, Iron Tiger Claw to split the wood. Now, Tiger Claw is a very powerful style. It's designed to tear and rip, and it uses tendon strength, low stances, at least Southern style. Um, Another shot of the monastery. The monks just sit there and really do breathe. And our other two heroes get suckered into doing this. He's going to learn leaping ability, and this one is learning how to walk gingerly on spiked poles. Now, you know that both of these abilities are going to come in handy. However, both of these students are doomed. Spoiler alert. Um, I just like this shot of the courtyard there where they're practicing their hangar. Let's just be honest, but they're practicing. And if you look at the extras, you've got laymen in there, more than one. They've got the cues, and then the bald Shaolin Temple students. There's the shoes of the poor unfortunate soul who's walking on those sharp spikes, drying the paper, the papyrus. And now we're in the five. There's the crane, the dragon, the tiger, the leopard, and the snake. Those are the five Shaolin animals. There are five other styles like the bear and the horse, maybe. I'm not as familiar with them. There is no spider style or crab style as they show in Heroes of the East, which we'll get to eventually. Fu Sheng's trying to impress people, but failing. And here's our six six masters practicing with each other, and they laugh. And here they're laughing at Ma Fu Yi, who doesn't take kindly to that, so he challenges Fu Sheng, Feng Sayuk, Feng Shiyu, and then beats the ever living stuffing out of him. It's a little painful. He goes back throughout the movie for the first first half. Let's say 2/3. I mean, this is a long movie because somebody's teaching him tiger style while he's outside. Here's our traitor, the monk that's a traitor, which is, IMDb has really great. I mean, if you look at the pictures there, it will tell you, it's really helpful to see who everyone is. And embiggen this. No, put that down there. But they've got great pictures there. A lot of them are similar as here, but it'll tell you who the actors are. Well, it did a minute ago. Anyway, that's how I found out something. But there's our traitor monk who poisons the well. There's the general, boo, and one of the generals. There's two of them, General Hu Pei Chi, and then General Shin, General Ching. Lots of generals. They get a demonstration of Shaolin Kung Fu. And then he's seen leaving, so David Chang and Ti Lung, I think that's Ti Lung, Hu Te Ti, he was in Shaolin, Five Masters of Shaolin. And, and then, so they see him, but the abbess says, don't chase him. You're going to learn Wing Chun. So he's practicing the wooden dummy on a tree and just break him. And then David Chang does his four sectional whip, which we saw him use to great effect in Five Masters of Shaolin. So here he is practicing walking. Those are his shoes, and his feet look even worse. I know some people are sensitive about feet pictures, so I just cut it out. But he's learned how to jump, clean past his teacher. Now we're learning the stork style. Well, Feng Shiyu is. See, stork. Now, Fu Sheng's kung fu has gotten a lot better since 1974. Actually 73 when he shot that. He's just really improved. And Lau Kar-Yalung isn't even doing it this time, but you can tell he's much more confident in what he's doing. He's not flailing quite as much. Now he goes to challenge Ma Fuyi the final time, and then this time he beats the stuffing out of him and gets yelled at by Captain Traitor here. I think that's Sean Mao as. No, it's. Yes. He plays a great villain too. I don't know. He looks seedy to me. I just suspected him right away. And there's our five masters just looking on, some of them with their eyes closed. David Chang, who's really a much better martial artist than he's given credit for. He gets shorted a lot because he wasn't. He was an actor, but he had the charisma. And him and T Lung there, of course. But all of them are good. I don't think that Meng Fei was in this movie either. I don't see his name in here. Oh, let's listen to, before I forget, where'd that go? Here it is. We got some more music. So, of course, Mafui is recruited to the bad guy's side. It's a big budget super production. I could not find an English dub trailer for this. It was called the Death Chamber or Death Chamber. Some people have it as Death Chambers, but I always saw it as Death Chamber. So we have to make do with the trailer that I could find on YouTube. It's a good looking one. It's just called Shaolin Temple. There have been a lot of movies called Shaolin Temple or something. See, there he is using his four sectional whip. And now we get some pole fighting, staff fighting, which your humble agent hasn't been a staff fighter or done a two-man set, and it's very painful when you're learning because you get hit, you hit your partner, you hit yourself. These things happen. Now, Fang Sayuk and Hu Hui Chen are leaving. They're leaving Shaolin. They're going to go out and get their revenge. Fang Shiyu on Tiger Lee, of course, and Hu Hui Chen on somebody else. They didn't really say it. So they have to go through the Shaolin Wooden Men. And here the junior monk goes telephone, telegram, telemonk. And it goes all the way around, which annoys the gong starts and everyone goes to watch. This is you see this in Men from the Monastery, a bit of it. This is how they got there. So it's a prequel. It's definitely a prequel, but it's also an explanation. In the hands of a lesser director, this would have been a mess because there's a lot of people in here. But having watched it twice recently in the last month, it's a lot easier for me, and it's just such a good movie. And there's a Hung Si Kwan right there. This is like it. He's training other people now, but that's it. You don't see much more of him. Like I said, I don't think he has any lines. And there's our villain, both villains, because he tells them go kill him, and Ma Fuyi's like, yeah, let's kill him. So yeah, the battle is on here. This is about let's say 3/5 into the movie, and the nun has made these two promise to take care of Fang Shiyu. So they intervene when Ma Fuyi tries to kill him and get him and stops him. So he gets out. And I think this is the guy that Fu Sheng played in Five Masters because he tries to have he's a good actor. It's fun. I wish I knew their names better. There's just so many of them. I can't keep everyone straight. But these fight scenes are incredible. I mean, they're just really well done. And I would never have known that was Chang Xing. He he looks so different without hair, and he looks so young and slight. I mean, he's in a lot of these until Invincible. Geez, Invincible. Oh, they're not even telling me what he's played in. Yeah, rat bastards. Oh well. Um, you're not helping me at all there, Wikipedia. He's telling him to hit him so that he can have a plausible deniability. And here we're in the dummies can launch their heads at him, their arms and legs, and this they had to be hurt, bruised up every time because they do most of their own stunts. And there he goes. Forgive me, teacher. But Fu Sheng gets out, and there he is. It hurts. It hurts. And he doesn't. He's not fooling the senior monks at all. He tells them that it's a sin to lie, and he gets everyone else that was involved gets punished for 3 months solitary confinement just in this tiny little room, which is like they have to use the bathroom in there, or is it bigger than what it looks like? I mean, yeah. But you can do a lot of exercises in 3 months, and what else do they have to do? So our hero, who's jumping, his jumping abilities improved. He gets to take his leg weights off, and man, he's acrobatic. And the trader goes in and speaks to the generals, and now they're off. 5,000 crack Manchurian candidates. No, Manchurian troops are headed toward Shaolin. But Fang Shiyu and Hu Hui Chen are on top of it. They get this guy and then beat him up and kill him. Then they go warn the abbot. They go warn the monks, and of course, Jerkface there is on to him. He knows that they're not supposed to be there. Tough initiation of the Shaolin candidates. We'll have a little background music. There's another outside shot. I think about after this is when the Shah started selling off some of their property, which is when, and if you notice, the movies in 78, 79 started being a lot more inside than outside, which is sad because these outside shots are gorgeous. And here is the monastery. Look at that. Well, I mean, they had to build all that, and it had to be pretty practical for the most part. And now the trader has decided to let the Qings in. And he does. But uh, Fang Xiu finds him, and their first fight happens, and he's still better. Um, and there they go. To conquer the center with one finger. Now, I think this is a little apocryphal or anachronistic because I don't know that they would have done that right then, but I wasn't there, so sure. And there the fight is on, and then for the last like 25 minutes, it's all fighting with running around here and there, and tiny little bits of humor, but overall, it's pretty deadly serious, as you can hear. Once again, Shiyu is fighting, but he doesn't kill Ma Fuyi this time, which is kind of nice. Give somebody else to kill him a chance to kill him. Poor little Chang Shen takes it to the belly there, but he manages to find out who the traitor is. I don't know who this gentleman is, but there's our 5 masters, and these guys sacrifice themselves to try to prevent the Manchus from getting access. There's never any small parts, only small actors, right? The costumes here are great. I mean, it's the Shaws. They were the best studio. They spent the most money and made the most money until, I mean, even after Bruce came along, and in the years that they kept trying to get someone to replace him. But once Jackie showed up and the comedy started acting up, So Lee Min Young is the one who is the staff fighter there, and his Mafuyu's compatriots are now beating the crap out of him, and he is doing he does a great job. It's just really well done. All these guys do go all in for their martial arts training and stuff like that. David Chang's holding him off with his chain whip. More fighting. And these guys commit. I want to say seppuku, but that's not really it. But before the Manchus can fill them full of arrows, they just kill themselves. And this is our poor doomed man. It really is a great movie. It's directed by Chang Cheh, obviously, and the cream of the Shaolin series. So the trailer calls it that. So cream of the crop. David Chang giving somebody a boot to the head. See, that's a good looking kick. And you can tell what's going to happen here is that the guy he's fighting is going to get impaled, but fortunately, the hero gets impaled by dozens of big arrows. Those Chinese arrows were much bigger than the ones Robin Hood used. So we're getting here to the very end, and our monk there keeps trying to kill our heroes, but there's the crane style on this temple, and then he sticks a pole right through him. This guy dies, so does the monk. Ma Fu Yi gets killed with the old David Chang using the trick where he gets his chain whip to go right through him, like he did in we killed the other guy in Five Masters of Shaolin. Next, our heroes decide they're escaping. He can't escape, so he takes down the villain with him. See all the blood. Now, they didn't do the go to red or go to black and white or go to sepia tone in here, but they didn't have guts spilling out everywhere. It was bloody, but not overly bloody. It's, obviously, it's very cartoon bloody, really. Shaolin Temple's on fire, so you know what scene you're about to see. Hu Hui Chen and Feng Sayeklik get to leave. They battle their way out. Boot to the head. Or Fu Sheng kick. And there they are. See? Hung Si Quan. He's there. We'll go south. We'll go to central. And that's the end of the movie. They hop over. And we get to see the Shaolin Temple on fire yet again for the fourth time. But for a 2-hour movie, it moves along quickly. You don't get bored. The fights are spaced out properly. The training's spaced out properly. The characters are good. You kind of know who's going to live and who's going to die if you've seen the other movies. But overall, it's a good capper or a good prequel. Take your pick. So you do get to see him set the Shaolin Temple on fire. You don't really get to do that a little bit in Heroes 2, but they did a really good job. Now, would it have been better if Lau Kar Lung had done the choreography? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, it really, with this many people, you don't get to see too much of various different styles. It just doesn't matter because they're battling so much that you can't really pay attention. But my fellow agents, that is our Shaolin Saturday. Next week, we will have something that's not from Shaw Brothers because even I need a break every once in a while. And I have a couple in mind. First one probably has nothing, has got scant any kind of Shaolin in it. But it's a great movie, and I greatly enjoy it. So we'll do that. That's a teaser. Might be able to find a trailer for that. Here's hoping. But until our next adventure, if you visit the Shaolin Temple, make sure you don't drink the water. And this is X7 signing off.